horses for race number 1 behind the gate. And the gate is moving. We have 1, Flo's Last Call. 2, Comeback Charlie. 3, Girl in a Hurry. 4, E-Business. 5, All-American Dazzle. 6, Wilson's Cam. 7, Longworth Legacy. Outside 8, the Trotter, SOS Daydreamer. 1, Trailer 9, that's Impish Art. Here they come. SOS Daydreamer off stride. They're off and pacing. Girl in a Hurry on the inside, E-Business right beside her. They race into the turn now. And on the inside and on the run is Flo's Last Call. Scatters the trailers a little bit. That leaves Comeback Charlie on top with Girl in a Hurry. Second on the outside. Racing up into third on the inside is All-American Dazzle. Wilson's Cam in between them. And out way, way wide as they race for the opening quarter is Longworth Legacy. On the inside, Girl in a Hurry, and on the outside, Longworth Legacy comes to the top now. They race by the opening quarter in 30-2 with Longworth Legacy. Girl in a Hurry is racing in second. Wilson's Cam is racing third on the outside. Fourth on the inside is Comeback Charlie. Up on the outside is E-Business. Then All-American Dazzle. They make their way, racing in front of us for the first time for the opening half with Longworth Legacy. Wilson's Cam is racing second on the outside. Girl in a Hurry is third on the inside. Comeback Charlie follows along in fourth. Then E-Business, All-American Dazzle, Impish Art, the Trotter, SOS Daydreamer, and trailing is Flo's Last Call. They're by the half. 1 minute and 3/5 as they race around the turn with Longworth Legacy. On the outside comes Wilson's Cam. Girl in a Hurry is third on the inside. Comeback Charlie follows up fourth on the outside as they race down the back stretch, racing for the 3/4 Longworth Legacy. Up 3 wide now comes Comeback Charlie. Now fourth, third, second, and drives on going for the lead. They were by 3/4 of 1:31-3. Now Comeback Charlie comes to the top on the inside, on the outside. On the inside is Longworth Legacy. E-Business now comes into it to be third. Wilson's Cam is fourth, then Girl in a Hurry as they race off the 7/8. Down the stretch for home they come with Comeback Charlie. On the outside is E-Business. On the inside, Longworth Legacy still third. Down to the wire, Comeback Charlie on the inside, E-Business on the outside. Comeback Charlie to win it. E-Business second, Girl in a Hurry for 3. Time for the mile. 2:03-1. Starters for race number 2 behind the gate, and gate is moving. We have 1, I Wish I Wish. 2, Golden Days. 3, Ryan's Fancy. 4, Admiral Bull. 5, Wild Cherry. 6, Secret Fantasy. Outside 7, Scotch Endy. Here they come. They're off and pacing in between horses. Ryan's Fancy goes for the lead on the outside of him. Admiral Bull is racing a second as they race around the turn. We get Ryan's Fancy on the inside. Admiral Bull now backs off. Sits in a second. I Wish I Wish races along in a third. Racing in fourth is Scotch Andy. Fifth on the outside is Secret Fantasy. Wild Cherry now up on the outside. Coming from seventh and moving on, that's Scotch Andy on to fifth as they race towards the opening quarter with Ryan's Fancy. Quarter paced in 30-3. It's Ryan's Fancy, and up on the outside of him, Scotch Andy now going forward and grabs the top. Admiral Bull is racing in third. I Wish is racing fourth. Wild Cherry up fifth on the outside as they race in front of us first time. On the outside and coming to the top now is Scotch Andy. Ryan's Fancy's racing second. Admiral Bull is third. I Wish. Wild Cherry's up fifth on the outside, followed along by Secret Fantasy. Golden Days trails the field as they make their way by the half. Half was paced in 1 minute and 2/5. They round the turn, make their way over to the 5/8 now with Scotch Endy. Ryan's Fancies are racing in second. Admiral Bull is third. I Wish is fourth. Wild Cherry up fifth on the outside and going on 3 wide. That's Secret Fantasy on to fifth, and your trailer is Golden Days as they race by the 3/4. It's Jill Barrio and Scotch Endy.
1 minute, 30 seconds, 1 minute.
3/4 in 1:30 and 1 as they race around the top turn. Scott Chendy, Ryan's Fancy right there second. Admirable is third. I Wish, Wild Cherry, Secret Fantasy, Golden Days, and off the 7/8. Down the stretch they come for home. On the inside, Scott Chendy, and out from second. Here comes Ryan's a Fancy for another go. On the inside, Scott Chendy, Ryan's Fancy on the outside. Down to the wire, it's Scott Chendy to win it. Ryan's Fancy is second. Admirable for third. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. Condition pacers for race number 3 are behind the gate, and the gate is moving. We have 1 Drop the Charge, 2 Franco Croupier, 3 Freedom Isn't Free, 4 Julie Gilmore, 5 Presidential Blues, 6 Trust Me Lee, 7 Dallas Drummond, outside 8 Materialism, 1 Trailer, 9 that's Dusty Lane Buster. Here they come. They're off and pacing in between horses. Freedom Isn't Free goes for the lead. Right beside him, Julie Gilmore. They race 3 wide around the turn. Freedom Isn't Free in between horses. On the outside of him now, Presidential Blues is racing a second. Franco Croupier third at the rail. Trust Me Lee is racing outside a fourth. Dusty Lane Buster, then Julie Gilmore. Drop the Charge, Dallas Drummond. Your trailer as they make their way to the opening quarter is Materialism. They're in a speed duel up front. They race on by the opening quarter. 29 and 4, and on the inside, Freedom Isn't Free and Presidential Blues. They're neck and neck as they race around the top turn. Franco Croupier is racing in third. They make their way off the 3/8 and down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Freedom Isn't Free is on the inside. On the outside and getting a parking ticket today is Presidential Blues. Franco Croupiers are racing third. Trust Me Lee follows up fourth on the outside. Then Dusty Lane Buster, Julie Gilmore drop the charge. On the outside and moving, Dallas Drummond, Your Trailer's Materialism. They're by the half and 59 and 4. They race around the turn now. Travel over to the 5/8. Your leader still up front. Freedom Isn't Free. Presidential Blues going the long mile, 2 on the outside. Racing up now 3 wide comes Dusty Lane Buster. He's picking them off now 1 by 1. Fourth now, third now, second, and going for the lead. On the outside now, Dusty Lane Buster takes over top spot as they race by the 3/4. 1:30 and 1/5, and Dusty Lane Buster takes over the lead. Racing into the top turn, Freedom Isn't Free is racing in the second. On the outside now and racing along third, Presidential Blues and Franco Croupier, and down the stretch they come for home. Dusty Lane Buster opens up, leads by about 3. Racing second, Freedom Isn't Free. Presidential Blues, after a long trip, lives for third. Down to the wire, Dusty Lane Buster, Freedom Isn't Free, and Presidential Blues. Time for the mile. 2 minutes and 4/5. Starters for race number 4 behind the gate. Gate is moving with 1 Valid Appeal. 2 4 Stars Jaws. 3 OB Viking. 4 Melody's Cookie Boy. 5 Jacob. 6 KG West Escape. On the outside 7 Val Leader. Here they come. They're off and pacing quickly from the middle of the racetrack. Jacob goes for, takes the lead on the inside. Valid Appeal is racing in second. 4 Stars Jaws gets away in third. OB Viking in fourth. Val Leader on the outside, racing fifth. And Melody's Cookie Boy. KG West Escape trails the field as they make their way onto the opening quarter. Jacob is up front and cutting the numbers. Racing a second is Valid Appeal on the outside. 4 Stars Jaws now quickly out from third, now second, and going after the leader. They race their way by the opening quarter, 30 seconds flat with Jacob. 4 Stars Jaws are racing second on the outside. Valid Appeal is racing a third. Picking up the cover from fourth is Val Leader. Then OB Viking, Melody's Cookie Boy, Your Trailer as they make their way to the opening half is KG West Escape. and Jacob is on the inside, and 4 Stars Jaws is on the outside. They make their way down to the half, and racing in third is Valid Appeal. Half was paced in a minute and 1/5 as they race around the turn and go towards the 5/8. Jacob is on the inside. Up on the outside, 4 Stars Jaws are racing second. Valid Appeal is third. Val Leader, perfect second, over spotted from fourth. OB Viking now, Melody's Cookie Boy, 6 on the outside, and your trailer is KG West Escape. They go for the 3/4, and it's still Jacob by a half a length. In between horses, 4 Stars Jaws now. Val Leader looks at it 3 wide now. 3/4 paced in 1:29 and 4. 2 minute speed for the gray up front. In between horses, 4 Stars Jaws the outside. Val Leader, but Jacob still holds on to a quarter length lead as they make their way by the 7/8, and they come down the stretch for home. Jacob's on the inside. In between horses, 4 Stars Jaws now. Val Leader on the far outside. Melody's Cookie Boy now on the far outside. Melody's Cookie Boy to win it. Tight for second between 4 Stars Jaws, Val Leader, and on the outside, KG West Escape. But it was Melody's Cookie Boy, your winner. 1:59 and 4. Parading back to the winner's circle now, your winner of race number 4, it's number 4, Melody's Cookie Boy. He's a bay gelding 5 by Largo out of the nightly blue chip mare Charlotte's Cookie. Owned by Bill Watts of Fredericton, Dag Seymour of Estes Bridge, Mark Seymour and Greg Hughes of Fredericton. Trained by Sandra Foley, Steve Trites in the bike for the driving victory. Melody's Cookie Boy, pacing this afternoon, 1:59 and 4. Number 4, Melody's Cookie Boy and Steve Trites. Horses for race number 5 behind the gate. We have 1 Power Pro, 2 Loosetown, 3 Buster Blue Chip, 4 Terrific Magoozer, 5 Last Dance, outside $6 million down. Here they come. Power Pros off stride. They're off and a pacing quickly. Buster Blue Chip takes them out of there. Loosetown goes with them on the inside. They race into the turn. Terrific Magoozer gets away in third. Last Dance is fourth. $1 million down. Trails the field as they make their way past the 8th pole. Go on at the back stretch for the opening quarter. Dusty Lane, Buster Blue Chip shows the way. Racing a second is a Loosetown. Racing in third, Terrific Magoozer. Last Chance is fourth, $1 million down, and Power Pro back pacing trails the field as they make their way on by the opening quarter in 30 and 1. With Buster Blue Chip cutting it out Town racing in the second. Terrific Magoozers racing in third. Up on the outside, $1 Million Down comes on to fourth. Last Dance is racing fifth, and Power Pro trails the field. They make their way down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Buster Blue Chip shows the way. Town racing along in second. $1 Million Down's up a racing third on the outside. Terrific Magoozer fourth at the rail. Last Dance out following cover of fifth. Power Pro trails. They make their way on by the half. Half is in 1 minute and 4/5 as they make their way around the turn. Travel over to the 5/8 and Buster Blue Chip racing is still on top. On the outside, racing second, $1 Million Down. Town's a racing third. Last Dance fourth up on the outside. Terrific Magoozer fifth at the rail. Power Pro still trails the field. Down the backstretch, they race now for the 3/4, and Buster Blue Chip and $1 Million Down's on the outside. Neck and neck by the 3/4. 1:30 and 4 now on the outside. $1 Million Down shows a nose in front. Buster Blue Chip racing second. Last Dance comes to third now on the outside. Terrific Magoozer comes to fourth. Town is fifth. Power Pro trails. They make the turn for home. $1 Million Down on the outside. Goes for 3 in a row now on the inside. Battling back is Buster Blue Chip. On the outside is Last Dance. Right down to the line. In between horses. $1 Million Down to win it. Buster Blue Chip second. Last Dance for third. Time for the mile, 1:59 and 3. Horses for race number 6 behind the gate, and gate is moving with 1 Expo's Dream, 2 Chemco Winnett, 3 Fernhill Treasure, 4 Emily J. Down, 5 Meg AM, 6 Satan's Little Number, 7 Lenore. Outside 8 is Crowley Creek, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Fernhill Treasure takes them out of their Expo's Dream on the inside. On the far outside, Satan's Little Number. They're 3 wide around the first turn. Fernhill Treasure goes to the top. On the outside, Satan's Little Number is racing a second. Expo's Dream is third at the rail. Emily J. Down is racing in fourth. Camco Winnett is fifth. Then Meg AM, Lenore, and Crowley Creek trails the field as they make their way to the opening quarter. Gilberto and Fernhill Treasure have set up shop on the front end. Opening quarter, 29 and 4. Racing in second is Satan's Little Number. Expo's Dream is a racing in third. Up on the outside, here comes Emily J. Down from a fourth. Camco Winnett is racing in fifth. Meg AM up on the outside. Now on the move is Lenore. Your trailer as they make their way to the half is Crowley Creek. Your leader as they make their way to the half is Fernhill Treasure. Up on the outside, Emily J. Down is now a racing second. Racing third, Satan's Little Number. Expo's Dream fourth on the inside, and fifth on the outside comes Camco Winnett. They were by the half in 1 minute and 2/5. Make their way around the turn now. Race over to the 5/8. Racing in front is Fernhill Treasure. Up on the outside, Emily J. Down is racing in the second. Satan's Little Number is third at the rail. Camco Winnett is fourth on the inside. Expo's Dream is racing fifth. Then Meg AM, Lenore, and Crowley Creek trails the field. They make their way on by the 3/4, neck and neck for the lead. 1:30 and 2, and now on the outside, Emily J. Down pokes a nose in front. Racing with her on the inside, Fernhill Treasure is racing second. Third is Satan's Little Number looking for daylight. On the outside, fourth comes Camco Winnett, and down the stretch for home they come. Emily J. Down on the outside, Fernhill Treasures on the inside. Satan's Little Number shakes loose and has a lots of pace on the outside. Right down to the wire, in between horses, Emily J. Down to win it. Fernhill Treasure for second, Satan's Little Number for third. Time for the mile, 2 minutes and 2/5. Race 7 behind the gate. Gate is moving. 1 Dillinger's Lady, 2 George Down, 3 Future Secret, 4 Star Collector, 5 Windermere's Glory, 6 Burton Burt, 7 Tarbest Drummond, outside 8 Mary Be Lucky, 1 Trailer 9 Bell of the Bend, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Georgetown quickly takes them out of there. In between them, Future Secret racing second. Star Collector races up a third on the inside. Dillinger's Lady is fourth down at the inside. On the far outside, Windermere's Glory looking for a hole now to get in as they make their way to the opening quarter. Georgetown cuts the numbers. Up on the outside now, Star Collector going for and takes the lead. Georgetown is racing along in second. Future Secret's racing third. Burton Bird is the fourth. They're by the opening quarter in 29-4 with the Star Collector. Racing in the second is Georgetown. Future Secret is racing third. Burton Bird is racing in fourth. Dillinger's Lady is fifth. Belle of the Band is racing in the sixth. And the Windermere's Glory. Tire Best Hanover, your trailers that make their way to the half is Mary Be Lucky. Star Collector still shows your way up front with Georgetown racing a second. Dillinger's Lady now up on the outside, racing third. Future Secret racing fourth. They're by the half in a minute and 2/5. Now they race into the turn. Travel on over now to the 5/8. Star Collector and Georgetown. Dillinger's Lady's on the outside, third. Future Secret, fourth down on the inside. Belle of the Band racing along in fifth. Here goes Tire Best Hanover. Now sixth, now fifth, now fourth, now third, now second, and giving chase after the leader. They make their way on by the three-quarters. Star Collector. Tire Best Hanover racing up second on the outside. 1:31-1 by the three-quarters, and the two of them draw away from the field. Tire Best Hanover on the outside. Star Collector on the inside. They're nose to nose on the outside now. Tire Best Hanover shows a nose in front. Down the stretch, they make the turn for home. Tire Best Hanover on the outside. On the inside, Star Collector still neck and neck, and Dillinger's Lady comes to third. On the outside, Tire Best Hanover to win it. Star Collector second, Dillinger's Lady third. Time for the mile, 2 minutes and 3/5. Stutter has the horses for racing number 8 behind the gate, and the gate is moving. We have 1, Escape the Night. 2, PH Catman. 3, Bend Down. 4, Twilight Charm. 5, Basin View Brad. 6, Dusty Lane Oscar. On the outside, 8 is Urgently, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Twilight Charm quickly goes for the lead in between horses. On the inside of her, Escape the Night as they race around the first turn. Up on the outside, Dusty Lane Oscar gets away third. PH Catman's racing fourth. Then Bend Down, Basin View Brad urgently trails the field as they make their way on to the opening quarter. Steve Mahar and Escape the Night have set up shop on the front end. Twilight Charm is racing in second. Dusty Lane Oscar's racing third. PH Catman is fourth. Then Bend Down. Basin View Brad urgently trails there by the opening quarter in 30-1 with Escape the Night. Racing a second is a Twilight Charm. Dusty Lane Oscar is a third. Bend Down's up on the outside fourth. PH Catman's fifth on the inside. Up on the outside and following cover comes Urgently. Your trailer as they make their way to the opening half is Basin View Brad. Down in front of us now for the first time with Escape the Night. Up on the outside, Bend Down comes to second. Twilight Charm is racing third. Urgently follows cover up fourth on the outside. Then Dusty Lane Oscar, Basin View Brad. PH Catman trails there by the half. 1:02-4. They race around the turn and go over to the 5/8 with Escape the Night. Bend Down is a 2 on the outside. Racing third, Twilight Charm. Up 3 wide, now goes Urgently, now fourth, now third, now second. Giving chase, shows a nose and goes to the front. It's Urgently on the far outside. In between horses, Bend Down. Escape the Night is a racing a third. Up the inside, Twilight Charm looks for room. 1:33-4 by the three-quarters, and quickly Urgently steps it up now by 3. Escape the Night is racing second. Bend Down in between horses, third on the outside, Basin View Brad. Twilight Charm, Dusty Lane Oscar, and PH Catman. Down the stretch, they come for home. It's All Urgently, steps it out now by 5. Racing second on the outside, Twilight Charm and Escape the Night. It's All Urgently to win it. Twilight Charm second, Escape the Night for third. Time for the mile, 2:02-4. Starters for race number 9, top class of the afternoon, line up behind the gate, and we have 1 Victor, 1A Woodmere Big Splash, 2 Eloquent Desire, 3 Trish's Beauty, 4 Kara's All American, 5 Elm Grove Camrose on the outside, 6 is Perfect Trick, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Kara's All-American quickly goes for the lead on the outside of him. Perfect Trick. Eloquent Desire goes with them on the inside as they race around the turn. Kara's All-American on the inside of him now is Trish's Beauty, and 3 wide is Perfect Trick. They make their way past the 8th on out the opening quarter. Trish's Beauty on the inside. Kara's All-American parked on the outside. Perfect Trick gets away third. Then Eloquent Desire, Elm Grove Camrose, Victor, your trailer is Woodmere Big Splash. They were by the opening quarter in 29-1, and we got some hardball going on this afternoon. On the inside is Trish's Beauty. Kara's All-American takes back now. Tries to fit in second. Perfect Trick is racing at third. Racing in fourth is Eloquent Desire. Up on the outside now, Elm Grove Camrose from fifth. Right behind him comes Victor and Woodmere Big Splash. Trails the field as they make their way by the half. Gordy Hennessy and Trish's Beauty were by the half, 58-4. Racing second is Kara's All-American. Perfect Trick up third on the outside. Following cover is Elm Grove Camrose a fourth. Then Eloquent Desire. Victor and Woodmere Big Splash trails as they make their way down the back stretch on the outside now. Perfect Trick shows nose in front now. Just needs a little bit to clear on the inside is still Trish's Beauty. And racing on the outside third now is Elm Grove Camrose. Kara's All-American is locked in. 3/4, 128-3. They race into the top turn now, and Perfect Trick clears over to the top. Racing a second. Looks like Elm Grove Camrose. They come off the turn and down the stretch they come for home. It's Perfect Trick, Trish's Beauty, Elm Grove Camrose. On the far outside comes Woodmere Big Splash. But Perfect Trick, it's Perfect Trick and Trish's Beauty, Woodmere Big Splash. Perfect Trick to win it tight at the wire. On the inside, maybe Kara's All-American, and Trish's Beauty was tight. Perfect Trick, your winner. 158-4. Stutter has the Pacers for the 10th and final behind the gate, and gate is moving with 1 quick a minute. 2 Skill Factor, 3 Magnetic Benka, 4 Fearless Finzarelli, 5 BioLink, 6 Maho Bay, 7 Nordic Fever, outside 8 EJ's Quest. Here they come. They're off and pacing in between horses. Magnetic Benka going for the lead. On the inside of him is a Quick a Minute. Quick a Minute now takes the lead. Magnetic Benka settles away second. Racing in to be third as they race for the 8th pole is BioLink. Skill Factor gets away in fourth as they make their way down the backstretch for the opening quarter with Quick a Minute racing up front. Magnetic Benka is racing in second. BioLink is racing in third. Skill Factor is fourth. Go back now to EJ's Quest. Opening quarter was paced in 30-1 as they make their way around the top turn. Quick a Minute still there, still the boss by a length and a half. Racing second, Magnetic Benka. Out on the move now, Skill Factor comes up to be third on the outside. BioLink is a racing fourth. Down the stretch they come in front of us for the first time. On the outside now, Magnetic Benka takes over the lead, and Skill Factor now up second on the outside. Quick a Minute is racing third. Up on the outside, BioLink is fourth. Fearless Finzarelli, EJ's Quest, Maho Bay. Your trailer is Nordic Fever as they make their way around the turn. Half was in a minute and 4/5, and down the back stretch they go for the 3/4. Magnetic Benka. Whoa, up on the outside of him comes Skill Factor. Racing in third is BioLink. They make their way to the 3/4, and up on the outside to fourth is Fearless Finzarelli. EJ's Quest, Maho Bay, Nordic Fever, and after a break, Quick a Minute. They were by 3/4. 1:30 and 3. Magnetic Bank is on the inside and up on the outside of him. Skill Factors are racing a second. They have an eighth of a mile left to go. Magnetic Bank is on the inside. Up on the outside, a Skill Factor is racing second. They're neck and neck, and on the outside, Fearless Finzarelli in between horses is BioLink. It's Magnetic Banka on the outside, closing fast. Magnetic Banka still holds on. Looks like Skill Factor for second. Fearless Finzarelli third. Time for the mile. 2 minutes and 2/5. Heading back to the winner's circle now, your winner of the 10th and final, it's number 3, Magnetic Banka. 10-year-old gelding by Happy Family out of the Tyler B. Mare Magic Puff. Owned by Ray Fraser of Moncton, trained and driven by Jill Barrio. It's a driving triple on today's card for Jill, winning earlier with Scott Chandy and Tarbest Drummond. Number 3, Magnetic Banka. And Jill Barrio, 2 minutes and 2/5.